Hi Suliman, it's nice to see that you've written essays for your IELTS preparation. Good work. It's so important to do that to prepare, so let's get straight into your correction. Okay. In some countries, an increasing number of people are suffering from health problems as a result of eating too much fast food. It is therefore necessary for governments to impose a higher tax on this kind of food. I assume the question here is to what extent do you agree or disagree. You haven't written it, but it is kind of important to know what exactly the question is asking. All right, let's see what you had to say. In many nations in the world, myriads of individuals are having health problems from visiting junk food restaurants more than the average, and that it is debatable whether governments should enforce higher taxes to solve that dilemma. Okay, fine. It's a long sentence, but it's accurate and it's good. Be careful. A suitable decision will lead to improving people's health, and I completely agree with the statement that a government should take action to prevent these diseases by adding high taxes in this restaurant for two main reasons that will be illustrated in the following essay. Okay, let's see. A suitable decision. I'm not sure I think that that's the right word here. Will lead to improving people's health, and I completely agree with that statement. Okay, not with that statement, but with the statement that a government should take action to prevent these diseases. And then, okay, health issues. Okay. Now, just because people are having health issues, it doesn't mean necessarily they're diseases, because obesity could be considered a health issue, but it's not necessarily a disease, right? Okay, so, and then you write here, in this restaurant, but it's not in this, it's not like one specific restaurant, but it's in these restaurants, in these types of restaurants, for the two main reasons that will be illustrated in the following essay. Okay, fine. To begin with, imposing more taxes you impose something on something. On these types, plural here, of restaurants will clearly decrease, which is positive. Okay, I don't know what that means. Will decrease what? Imposing more taxes. Do you mean by imposing more taxes? You see, there's clearly something missing here, and so it doesn't allow the meaning to come through. So perhaps you mean to begin with, by imposing more taxes, these types of restaurants will clearly decrease, which is positive. I think that's what you meant. To elaborate on that, you're missing an on here, right here. People would find their ways to better choices, such as local food that is known as a healthy option, like sushi. Okay. For instance, if these taxes are applied, many dealers will be encouraged to invest to open a new healthy restaurant, and there will be competition between people regarding, I think that's what you're missing here, regarding who has the best healthy place. Therefore, people will enjoy a better life with less ills. Right, okay. Moreover, additional taxes will assist a government to establish hospitals for these who are suffering from serious sicknesses and develop the economy in general. Supposedly, there is a tax like 6% of the total price that will sum up with millions of dollars, and that would be like a medicine to cure customers. Okay, you're getting a little too conversational here with your language. And develop the economy in general. Okay, yeah, so here, supposedly, all of this was a little too conversational for me. So, there is a tax like 6%. So this is it's just too conversational. I need you to use a more formal style. That will sum up to millions of dollars, and that would be like I don't understand this. Like, how would millions of dollars be like a medicine? Okay, so moving on. It is not logical that foreign companies make a lot of money and they do not participate in the interior affairs, and the governments just fix their considerable mistake. Okay, so there's a couple of things I don't understand. I mean, we're talking about fast food, and I don't understand why necessarily it has to be foreign companies. So, I mean, a lot of local companies run fast food restaurants as well. So I don't understand where the foreign companies come in and this interior affairs business, and I don't understand at all what this means. It just fixed their considerable mistake. I'm not really sure what you mean by this. So that is why I believe one of the most effective ways is enforcing taxes. Okay. So, conclusion. In conclusion, I strongly agree with the idea of putting taxes on fast food companies because they should share their profits with the countries they exploit. Since their food is unhealthy, I urge responsible employees and governments to take that matter into their account and simply add taxes to these companies here too. Add something to something, because it is unfair that someone suffer from any illnesses while these restaurants use them negatively. Okay, so this was fine. This was a nice attempt. I do have some issues with the way you with your task response, okay, and how you answer the question, how you developed it. So for me, that was probably the area that needs the most work. So I hope that you continue to write, and I hope you continue to get feedback, because I think with this feedback you will improve. It'll be very helpful to you see where your weaknesses are, what your strengths are, and how you can improve these areas. Alright, so good job writing, and I really hope, Suliman, that I get to see more of these essays from you in the future.